All right, Barlow Brigade, how y'all doing? Welcome to the Costa de Barlow, located here in wonderful Stone County, Mississippi, just 25 minutes from the Gulf of America. I want to thank each and every one of my family members for stopping in, and the new guests that are checking me out or coming by to say hi. Hi to y'all. I hope you're here. Please consider subscribing to my channel. Just a old man talking about some pocket knives. I try to do it every day. Some days are that I'm stretched to get it done, but don't matter. I do it for the love of the collecting and the activities all of that's involved with it, and this is part of that. So I welcome everybody with open arms, and I hope y'all have a great weekend. Okay, well, y'all, I've said this 55 times, and I'll probably say it 55 more. I got up this morning. Me and Milo got us a cup of coffee. We was in there chopping it up, waiting for the signal. You know, I usually get a signal from the mothership that the video's fixing to drop. And me and Milo, we stumble on over there to YouTube and press the buttons and get them in line. And sure enough, up popped my brother, Harold Terry. Now, and you're going to find out right here in just a minute. I'm just going to be totally honest with y'all. Do I copy Harold? Do I emulate Harold? Do I receive inspiration from Harold? Well, absolutely. Do I copy him? Sometimes. Do I imitate him? Sometimes. Am I inspired by him? All the time. Okay, just all the time. I had already figured out before, I had to go to Walmart and get my oil changed in Old Fred. Old Fred's happy boy. I gave him a good burp he got him a new drink of oil, gave him a good burp on the way home. And he's out there and he's doing the big shoe dance in the parking lot right now. Anyway, or the driveway. But anyway, I had it all planned out. I was going to open up the back of Fred and set my camera up there. And behind where my driveway, you look out from my driveway, it's a wooded area. And that's where Milo and Max basically do their, dirty deed, whatever they do. Max is over there chopping it up with the boys, and Milo's trying to catch a squirrel or whatever they do. But that's what I was going to try to set up and just sit there in a chair at the back of my truck with the camera on and go over what I'm going to go over with y'all here in just a minute. But was I copying him? Well, yeah, kind of, because that's what he did. He's changed his views 2 or 3 times instead of sitting in front of the wood pile or sitting in his living room or sitting on the front porch. And that's good. It's fresh, and I appreciate that. And I feel sure his viewers and my viewers that also watch Brother Harold, which I see a lot of my subscribers in his chat, in his comments and stuff. So whether they were his first and then came to me, or mine first and then went to him, that's irrelevant. He feels the same way about y'all that I do. Y'all are not subscribers. And I really don't like that word, if y'all understand what I'm saying. And I know he does with a passion. But the hashtag that he used today was Salty Saturday. And so what he means, or what his reasoning behind that is, if it came across the water, if it landed in the U.S., if it come on a boat, if it was brought across the border by a smuggler, however it got here, it's a salty knife. And that's a term that most knife collectors use, around here. So, but anyway, while I'm in Walmart, all that changed. It all changed. And I'll get into that a little bit more here in just a minute about how it changed. But first of all, I'm gonna do a little pocket dump. This morning I was just showing off and didn't know. Got up late, ran in there, just one of my little hatchets, one of my little things that I carry knives in. I can't think of it's not a knife roll, but it's a book. You know, holds about 40, 42 knives or something like that. And I usually keep some stuff that inspires me, and things that are collections, little small collections of stuff in there. And I just took a flyover of all that and titled it "Decision." But it's basically what you're toting, but it wasn't very definitive as about what I was toting. So here is what I have been toting today. First of all, and I reported to y'all about this knife yesterday. It's a pass-around knife that I've gotten from J.C. Manager. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show y'all what I did with this knife last night while I was preparing supper. So we're going to put that right here. Well, okay. I took those potatoes. There was 3 or 4 different styles. A couple of Yukon Golds, some little new red potatoes, and all that. I put those in the air fryer. Spiced them up. You can tell I got some Italian seasoning, some garlic, a little Tony Chachere's. Get them, put them in there, and you basically just making home fries, cubes, whatever you want to call them. But anyway, cut them up, and then after I got them done, I put a couple of hamburger patties in the air fryer and cooked those down, and made me a little mustard mayonnaise dip, and ate it all up. It was supper. It was good. So, but here's the knife I used to do that with. It's a Civivi. Maybe I should start this way. It is a Civivi Elementum slip joint. Okay, it's not a modern, it's not a flipper, but the Elementum, they have several of these style knives that are made by Civivi. And this is no exception. So this is what's in my pocket, and this is going to be in my pocket for about a week until I get done doing my evaluation of it. And I don't know that I'm going to evaluate it. There were, I think I'm number 8 in the list. What I'm doing is I'm doing a binge watch of all the videos that were put out from everybody from Jersey Knife Guy to Baxter's Blades, okay? And then me, I'll be last. But I'm going to do a compilation of notes on each of the videos, and I'm going to include that when I send this back to JC at JC's Mountain Jar. I will certainly at the end when I get ready to mail it back, I'll do a video about said knife and what and I will leave. My notes will be at the end of it, which I will share with y'all. But those will be included in what I send JC, and hopefully when he gets the knife back, he'll have stickers from all the people. He'll go over it. I feel sure that's what he's going to do, because that's in the end, it's going to be content for 8 or 9, 10 channels. okay, which is what it was intended to do. At last, being JC, he did a video to send it off, and he did a bit probably. I need to go check that one. I guess he did. I'll find out. I'll have to list that as one asterisk, because I already got number one was the Pete at the New Jersey Knife Guy, Jersey Knife Guy. So, but anyway, we'll have a 1 star, and then we'll have 1, and then 2, 3, 4, all that'll be in there. Anyway, all that, none of that really matters to y'all. All y'all want to know is what my impression of what I think about the knife is, and I'll certainly share that with you. Now, I've done nothing to this. I believe that it has had some. I want to use it exactly the way it came to me. I hadn't stropped it. I haven't done anything to it but open and close. It's a pretty fidgety knife to be a non-flipper. It's going into the half stop is just a joy. Okay, and then the lockup on it is solid. Okay, got a great blade shape. But this is the way it came to me. I don't know. I haven't gotten to all. I've only watched 3 of the video, maybe 4. 3 of the video, 3. And but I'm gonna slowly do it 2 or 3 a night, taking notes while I watch, and that'll be included. But get a little curly cue going there. Well, as soon as I get it up there where y'all can see it, it will cut. Okay, so that's the first knife I had in my pocket when I went to Walmart. The second knife I had in my pocket was in this Georgia Adventure slip, and that thing is just pretty. I don't know what it to tell y'all. There's this maker's mark. Says, I think that L means large. American flag, got his maker's mark on there. But this side is the honeysuckle. Look at those flowers with skull beads. Skull blooms. But anyway, whoop, old knife fell right out, didn't it? As soon as I squeezed it. But y'all look what old Big Jim put in there today. Well, let's do it this way. Okay, what you got here is a 1979 case, double X, Barlow pocket knife in brown Appaloosa bone. Got your teeners. We'll get that tank stamp in there. Now, you're not going to be able to see that dot, I can promise you. But you can see that case double X with the USA underneath it. And I'm going to try to show it to you. But this sun gun is a beast. No, you ain't going to be able to see it. Anyway, you can't see it. But go right up into the half stop. Got good retention. Okay. But here's the honeysuckle. Get that old pen blade out of there. Now, this knife is a user, and this blade will show it as good as I can show it. But there's your pen blade. But you see that line on there? That's corrosion. Okay, that's a groove. You can physically feel it in there. But you know what? That don't bother nobody. This knife is, let's see, 2 and 20. 1 and 20 would be 21, and 20 more would be 41. And this is basically a 47-year-old pocket knife. Okay, that somebody used and probably stored properly. But I'm gonna cut myself because this one's gonna cut you. It's sharp. Okay, but here's the honeysuckle on this. Look at that bone. Y'all look at that bone. Y'all got that cake double X. Okay? Y'all hear me? Y'all see what I'm looking at? Look at that. Hey, I mean, you know, you need a pretty slip to put something this pretty in. But yeah, I showed you how sharp that old Civivi was. See if old Big Jim will show you about this old case pocket knife. They ain't no good. Watch it. Well, I hate it when it happens. You know what I'll do? I'll get a brand new car. I ain't scared. If I can find one. You know, everywhere I look, it won't be. Anyway, y'all trust me. It's sharp. Hair popping sharp. But it ain't, as pretty as it is, if it's just sharp sometimes. But, and I'm talking about fits right in that slip, just like it's made to go in there. All right, and last but not least, now I carry this Victorinox money clip. I got $10. Y'all see that? Oh man, I gotta go get me a hamburger at the Donald Max. Anyway, this is a money clip that I got down there at Deep South Cutlery. Y'all ever heard of them? I heard that's a knife shop somewhere around here. But anyway, it's old. I don't know how old it is. I don't know nothing about Victorinox. But it's got one of them on it. A little spear point, little blade there. Good lock up. Closes good, makes a little snap. And then it's got one of them little pin blade on it. It got a little snap. But here's the problem. Now, when I share this with y'all, I'm pretty sure that I know who told me this before. But before I had a Girl Scout Victorinox that I ended up sending to brother Michael Yarlett's daughter Ollie, just a darling little girl, as cute she could be. She blessed me on a couple of occasions, and so I sent. You know, I'm trying to get in her collection. I'll probably send her something else, you know, because that's how the future of knife collecting and being knife tubers will advance, is by getting the youth involved into this. But anyway, the spring is broken on the Zazors. I can't say scissors. I have to say Zazors. Anyway, these Zazors, the spring is broken. Now, when I showed that knife earlier that needed a toothpick, somebody out there, and I think that somebody's name is Ted Hart, sent me a link to a website where you could buy all kind of parts for Victorinox. Now, I have lost that link. And Lord knows, if I went back and tried to figure out which video that I did that on, I'd be lost. I'd never find it. I'd be in Barlow Brigade. I'd overload anyway, because I'd see something on one of them videos. I say, "Oh Lord, I remember that. I need to go fix that." And then I'll try to go fix it, and you know what? I won't be able to, because I won't have it, or I won't be able to find it, or whatever. But anyway, if somebody out there in the Barlow Brigade knows where to get parts for these kind of things, I would love to have a new spring for this thing right here. It's not necessary. I mean, I can count on my hand. I think I used it once, maybe twice, the scissors before it broke, and it was pretty much broke when I got it. The spring kept moving over to the side, and every time I closed it, it put it in a bind. So I tried to put the spring back every time I tried to line it up before I closed it, but it just stayed in a bind. The spring was bent. I mean, but anyway, I just think I can get a spring for just a couple of dollars, and this thing will be back in tip-top shape, and I'll be rolling. So there's my little pocket dump, y'all. I mean, I got the flashlight that broke the internet. Probably got my cigarette case around here somewhere. Nasty habit, kids don't smoke. and I don't know what else I got. But anyway, Salty Saturday. Let's talk about it, okay? Oh, there's one other thing. I told y'all when I was at Walmart, before we get into Salty Saturday, I was at Walmart. And the way it is here in small town Mississippi, that'd be Wiggins, it ain't a super Walmart, but it's for Stone County. I mean, they people come from 4 counties to get to it. All them folks that don't want to go into like Hattiesburg or Gulfport or them bigger towns that's got them supers. We ain't got a super. We just got a regular old Walmart, which is good. It's good. I mean, I know the manager's first name. He responds to me. He when he sees me, he stops and we have a conversation and talk and about the employees and all that. And of course, you know me, I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna talk to his head off because that's what old Big Jim does. Anyway, while I was in the trying to get my name in the queue for the I hate it when I pick up this phone because there'll be all kinds of stuff I'm looking at. But anyway, while I was in the queue at the Walmart, I get an email. So I opened up this email and started reading it. And this is nothing that I didn't already know about. I was contacted 4, 5, 6 days ago about this, and I responded, and then the gentleman responded back to me, but I still didn't know until I was standing in the line at Walmart to get my oil change. I get this message, and it says, it is from, the email is titled, Traveling Rough Rider Knives Challenge Phase 2. All right, and he goes through tells you the process and what has happened and who all is going to be involved. And y'all may have heard of this gentleman. His name is Tobias Gibson. That would be Knife Chats with Tobias. Now, I have been a long follower before I even started YouTube, when I was just watching knife stuff on YouTube before I even thought about being a content creator. I was watching this gentleman because each and every time I do a research, let's say I put, let's just say I put interview with Kevin Pipes, okay, the owner, whatever position he holds now, CEO, whatever, okay. Well, the first thing that's going to come up is Tobias Gibson's interview with him, and there's probably 3 or 4 or 5 of them interviewed. If I put in there Rough Rider with an I, you're going to get a Tobias Gibson video on YouTube, most of which I have seen, and a lot of my research, I'm saying 75 to 85% of the research I do about Rough Rider comes from Mr. Gibson. Okay, because I'm gonna treat this man with as much respect as I can because he deserves it. Okay, Victorinox, he forgot more this morning about Victorinox than I'll ever know. He's got hundreds and hundreds of them. His pocket knife is a basement full at his house. Some of the things that I share with y'all about Rough Rider knives all comes from things that I've gotten from Tobias Gibson, Mr. Gibson. Anyway, so he was going over people that had responded to him about being part of the Phase 2. Now, he's already sent 1 box out, and these were, I think it was 5 knives that he owned himself that were new, that he sent out and got all these people to review. I don't know how many people reviewed it, but anyway, they came back, the knives came back to him, and at that point he decided to go in and do a Phase 2, which is a little different than the Phase 1. Excuse me, I had to give me some of that Deep South coffee. Anyway, so he made a decision on who the 12 participants in this particular phase of the Phase 2 is going to be. And also, and I haven't watched it while I was at Walmart. He released a video that shows the knives that have been selected for this particular phase. The biggest thing about this phase, this challenge of a part of the challenge of his Rough Rider pass around thing, is that it is sponsored by SMKW. He contacted them about what he had done in the first phase. They were completely on board. Their research and marketing staff had done some binge watching of all the participants and what was said about said knives. They accept negative criticism open-mindedly, and they respond to the individuals with their thoughts, which to me shows that the company is more interested in the customers than they are in the profit. I know profit is the ultimate goal of any corporate organization, but also your customers are how you get that profit. So if the two don't intermingle, then you're not going to have anything. Anyway, SMKW sent him the knives, okay, and they want to see what this group of 12 people are going to say about those knives to fit it into their marketing, research, and development programs, okay? And which I am fully on board. I am happy I'll give them an honest. That y'all, I do this for y'all. I love SMKW. I love Tobias, Mr. Gibson. I love all of these guys that I haven't known. I don't know all of them personally or communicated with them, but I know of the 12 that were selected, I belong to all of them, I think, but one. And I'll go over that. I'm not going to give you their names, but I am going to give you their channel names, and I'm fixing to do that right now. Okay. Number one is Upstate New York Blade Collector, and that's Brother Chris. Next is Stan's Cutler Universe. That's right, Stan, my man. Okay, the fixed blade guru. Okay, he's got them, but he's a pocket knife. He's a guy. He's a knife guy. So y'all don't ever cut Stan. Don't ever think that he's not for real. He's like me. He's just an goofy old man, like to get on there. But he's an ex-Marine. So mess with him. That's what I'm saying. Go tell him something. See what he tells you back. That's all I can tell you. Next will be Knife Delights. That's Brother Tom. Next is J.O. Adventure, Brother John. Next is Big Red EDC. Let me say that one more time. Big Red EDC. Y'all know how big that channel is? Okay? He's one of them. He's one of them guys. I ain't gonna sit there and go into it. Big Red, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. Next is gonna be RJ's Knives. I think me and him did a little something here a while back. Cut some, did some trading. Maybe bought some knives from him. I don't know what it was, but everything was done respectfully. I watch his every time he drops a video. I watch it. Stellar Knife Tuber. Next is the name of his channel is Mark Kaufman, and that's his name. Now he may not even have a channel, but on the list here it just says Mark Kaufman, and it gives it his name and channel and his email address. Next is Splitting Slices, Brother Byron. Another outstanding cat, man. He's one of those guys that I hate to say things like this about people that I haven't known and are talking to on the phone or anything, but he's just like me, man. He wears overalls. I think he works in some kind of I don't know if it's a cabinet shop or a fab shop or really what he does, but he is a knife person. And he's just like me, man. He's just a big old polar bear of a guy that's just easy going. carries on, and you know what? He likes splitting splices with you. So you can probably sit down and have a pie with that man and probably all right. Next is Rasputin's Castle. Come on, guy. Y'all know the stink he started over there at Doc's show. Yep, that's right. Rasputin's Castle. Brother Michael. Number 10. Now this guy, I'm telling you, he's off the hook. Sometimes I look at him or try to check it, feel out what he's doing, and just, you know, he tells you that he was going to do this, and then he tells you he wasn't going to do that, and then he does something else, but it all kind of comes back around and ends up in the same place, but you're always thinking, and the dude's just off the chain. His name is Big Jim, Barlow Brigade. Number 11, and this I don't mind throwing this name out or not at all. His name is the Post-it Note Assassin. Okay, that's right, Mike Yarlett over there at Make Cutlery Great Again. Now that's the name of his knife tubing channel. I don't know if that's going to change or not, but his leather work is going to change to YT Leatherwork. I'm sorry, MY. Anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. Michael Yarlett, it's going to be MY Leatherwork, I believe. That would be, anyway. Y'all watch him, and he'll explain it to you. And last but not least, my dog. That's right, my dog, Brother Brian at Bubba's EDC. Okay, he calls me Unc. That's right. Brother Brian, wonderful family man, wonderful Christian fella, wonderful. I mean, everything he does is top shelf. Me and him did a trade. I every day that I walk the earth, that I'm blessed to know Brother Brian at Bubba's EDC. Just know that. I mean, I get last night at 11:30. I get a text that says, something shows up from Amazon, don't be surprised. And that's all he said. And I said, huh? Well, I didn't really say that, but I texted him back, and he said, yeah, I said, put it in your giveaway or keep it or do whatever you want to, but if something shows up from Amazon, just don't be surprised. So, there you go. Bubba's EDC, man, y'all get over there. So that's the 12 participants that's going to be in the phase 2 of Mr. Gibson, Brother Tobias, phase 2 pass around box for Rough Rider knives. There are rules, and I will follow the rules to the T. So now I can quit looking at my phone. And I've been sitting here the whole time, people going, me. Somebody's trying to get to me. I don't really know what they got to say, but I mean, I'll figure it out once I get through with y'all. All right, now I done wasted enough time on all that. I'm excited. Okay, I turned around there in the line at Walmart and told everybody in the line that none of them even had a clue what the heck I was talking about, but I didn't care. I was going to tell them about it. Salty Saturday. It was on Whatnot the other day, and I picked up this pocket knife right here. Okay, this is a modern. I don't know if it's a flipper. It has a. I'll show you. But this is a Kershaw mixed tape. Okay. Y'all know I love Kershaw. Kershaw. I like Kershaw. Kershaw. Anyway, it has a thumb disc. Y'all see that? Okay. So I haven't done anything to this, but take it out of the pack. It opens up just easily. I could probably flick it with that thumb disc. I haven't tried because the main reason is it came in and I got all this other stuff going on. I done forgot about it. It was down there in the box, but I knew I needed something salty. Whether it was made in PRC or Chinica, it don't matter. I needed something salty. I think they say this one was made in Chinica. Got that reverse Tonto blade. Got that beautiful, I call that maybe a Warren clip, but it's got a little sway in it, so I don't know what we call that. It's a blade on a pocket knife, but look at him. I hate it when my paper's too little. I have a hard time getting it up there where y'all can see it. But see, we got one little curlicue. Got one little curlicue in there. Anyway, got a liner lock. Y'all see this one again. Has a very unique pocket clip. It goes down inside that little hole. Now there ain't a hole on the other side. Well, I guess maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know if it can be reversed. I just don't know. But it's just easy opening. Goes right up in there. Click shut. Just a beautiful little pocket. I would call this a gentleman's carry. That's it's bigger than that little what was it called? That little bitty one that I put the clip on and all, made it flick real good, lined everything back up. Got what it was. Anyway, if y'all want a good little knife, I picked this up for I think $13 on the Whatnot app. Okay, and the second knife now, Brother HT said it just had to come across the water. It had to be salted. So y'all look at him. It's a Barlow. That's right. This is a Taylor's Eyewitness. Now, I did a little challenge myself. I carried this for 30 days and did a full evaluation of it. And it's a wonderful pocket knife. I'm looking for something. I need something to. That might be something right there. Look at there. I'm sure that's it. No, that's a note from somebody. I ain't giving that up. I ain't taking that. That's what we got right here. Yeah, there's something. A sheet of notebook paper. Perfect. Anyway, this is the Taylor's Eyewitness. Now this has kabuki, Kiboto, kabaki, some kind of wood. All right. Now this is an Eyewitness Model 100. This is their base model working pocket knife. Under $40. I ordered it from James and Company off of All About Pocket Knives. You know, they have a sales section. Just the fit and finish is, look at everything is just lined just as smooth, just as, this is made in Sheffield, England. Okay. Now there's a couple more knives from over there that I'm going to get. Of course, I'm seriously distracted by all this other stuff I got going on. Y'all look at that Eyewitness. Okay, that's on both sides. And that's stamped. We ain't doing no engraving and none of that kind of stuff on there. But you talk about a back spring. Okay. I can't even make it rock. Okay. Let me get it up here to here, snapping back into that half stop. Now, for those of y'all that have hearing challenges, old Big Jim's going to set that up one more time for y'all. Y'all ready? Go it this way. This is what scares me about this one. And this has a flat grind. It's and I hate to use this word when I describe this pocket knife, but I'm gonna say it because it's relevant to the knife, and trying not to cut myself, y'all. All right, if you look at the grind on this blade, you see how it's flat? It starts at the bottom, it goes all the way to the top of the knife, across the blade right there. That's the way Spyderco grinds their blades. Okay, I think I measured this, and it's at 17 degrees, and it may be 19 degrees. I just don't remember. But here's a shopping list I had a few days ago when I went to Walmart. Y'all can see that stuff on there. Just a sheet of notebook paper. I folded up, and here's what we're going to do. For $40, I don't believe that you can spend 40 or less than $40. This one came from Washington State, I believe. You know, I ordered it through James and Company, but they have people that are distributors in the U.S. that hold the product, and then when you order it, I got this in about 4 days from a gentleman. I got the invoice and all stashed back there somewhere. I don't know where it is, but there's a Barlow that is salty. That not very often I do this. I recommend you buy this one. If you want a Barlow and you're in the market and you got some money to buy a Barlow, this is your honeysuckle right here. All right, guys, that's it. 34 minutes. Be 35 minutes by the time I shut up. Love all y'all. I'm glad y'all are here. Old Big Jim, the Barlow Brigade, is stoked. The next few months are going to be unbelievable. Oh, and the giveaway. Mikey Arlett is sending me a custom slip to go in the box. Let me say that again. Mikey Arlett is sending me a custom slip. I watched him make it on a live the other night. Top shelf. And I even hate to say this, but at any other time, that would be the number one prize in a giveaway. But it'll go in the number one winner will get that in his box. I can promise you that. He's got it all wrapped up in a mailer, and it's coming this way, and it will go in the box. So, without further ado, I'm just going to say rule number 9.